مرحبا بكل مشاهدين قناة B4U أفلام وخاصة برنامج بيدازلد. بيدازلد برنامج جديد ورح يخبرنا عن كل شيء بنحتاج نعرفه بالحياة، ميك اب تيبس، أحدث صيحات الموضة، وطبعا الفعاليات والأحداث اللي عم تتم بدبي وبالإمارات بشكل عام. معكم رؤى وخلونا نبلش سوا. كل أنظار العالم هلأ موجهة على دبي، وطبعا كيف لا وهي عم تستضيف واحد من أهم الفعاليات والمهرجانات الاقتصادية اللي بتصير بالعالم. أكيد عرفتوا عن شو عم بحكي، عن الإكسبو 2020. كرمال هيك اليوم رح ناخدكم بجولة من داخل المعرض لتتعرفوا عليه بشكل أكبر وموسع من الداخل. خلونا نشوف سوا.
We are here at the Mobility District. Now let me tell you what this is all about. Mobility as a theme attempts to creating a more smarter and productive movement of people, goods, ideas, both physically and virtually. Visitors will experience a leap forward in time where they will enter a virtual world brimming with data until they enter the city of tomorrow. Also, don't be surprised if you're served by a robot or a drone waiter along the way. We're here at the German Pavilion, a place of knowledge, research, dialogue, and human interaction. A place that provides easily accessible information for all its visitors, where they can play an active role and feel part of a large community that's working towards ensuring a sustainable future. A place that turns the Expo theme into reality, connecting minds, creating the future. We're here at the France Pavilion, which seeks to rethink progress, create emotions and connections to unleash new ideas and reinvent our world. Here you get to explore light as a source of knowledge, creativity and inspiration. Thomas Pesquet, a French astronaut from the European Space Agency, will be saying hello to us during the Expo 2020 as he will be on his Alpha mission.
كلنا بنحب الأكل وخاصة إذا كان حار. كرمال هيك اليوم وجبتنا رح تكون بمطعم غارانا الهندي بالهوليداي إن البرشا.
Let me welcome you today to our Indian specialty restaurant, Gharana. Gharana, which simply means houses of the musical elite. Whilst there are more than 110 gharanas in subcontinent, our restaurant brings alive 4 gharanas where musical taranas are passed from one generation to another. So the restaurant USP with the music becomes Hyderabadi biryani, Lucknowi galoti kebab, Jaipuri dungar lal mas, and Punjabi dal. Award-winning and several times recognized by Rochester, New York, and leaders in F&B. The theme of Gharana is regal heritage. The richness in the color of the wall and the upholstery contrast with the Jaipuri oak furniture stained with the gold leaf is also set by a traditional Chandi Jhula, which is our silver swing, welcoming the guest into the ghar, which is also known as home. If you have not experienced Gharana, you have not experienced India's musical elite and India's tantalizing taste. Look forward to welcoming you.
أغلب الصبايا والبنات بيحتاجوا يعملوا ميك اب بشكل يومي. كرمال هيك اليوم رح تساعدنا خبيرة التجميل ريا لتعرفنا كيف نقدر نعمل ميك اب سهل وبسيط وبنتيجة أكثر من رائعة. خلونا نشوف سوا.
Hey, my name is Ria, and I've had the love for makeup ever since my schooling days. Today, I'm going to be sharing a few of my tricks and hacks which I've learned along the way. So let's just get right into it. The first thing someone notices about you are your eyes. And today I'm going to be showing you an easy way to achieve a smoky eyeshadow look without having to use 5 to 6 colors. Just about 3 colors, a simple eyeshadow palette, and 2 brushes, a smudging brush and a blending brush. Let's just get right into it. So I'm going to be taking my blending brush and dip it into the darker shade of my eyeshadow palette. Once I've done that, I'm going to take off the excess and then start working on my outer crease. So once I start blending, I should make sure that it's all blended, and then I'll move on to a lighter shade. Once I've got the lighter shade, I'm going to be going on to my inner crease right over here. And after that all is blended, I'm going to take my index finger and I'm going to smudge it onto a shimmer shade and put it on top of my eyes. So once that's done, I'm going to go to my smudging brush and go on the darker shade. I'm going to be working on my lower lash line and mostly on the outer side, so it has that smoky dramatic look. So now I'm gonna show you how to get a false dramatic eyelash look without really having to use false lashes. So you're gonna require 2 mascaras for that. One which has a lot of excess mascara in it, has to be quite wet in it. And once you've applied it, you need not have to worry about the clumps on your lashes, because then we're gonna move on to a drier mascara. This one's actually meant for your lower lash. We're gonna be using this on our upper lash. This will have a lot of bristles, so we can take our time and separate our eyelashes, which will give a really heavy dramatic look to it. So these were the hacks for today. See you next time.
كثير منا حابين نطور حالنا ونوصل لمراكز أفضل بالعمل. طبعاً مين أفضل من الخبراء ليعرفونا ويوجهونا شو لازم نعمل وشو لازم ما نعمل لحتى نوصل لهدفنا. خلونا نشوف هالروبورتات سوا ونتعلم مع بعض.
It's career tip time, and I'm Shane Phillips, Executive Search Consultant.
And I'm Pete Baker, Chief HR Officer. And in career tips time here on Bedazzled, we're going to be talking about finding your dream job and succeeding within your dream job. Each week, we'll bring you some tips that hopefully will be useful to you.
And today we're talking about one of the most important topics, branding. A lot of times they say, don't judge a book by its cover. But in actuality, they make a a cover so you can judge the book by it. So what you want to understand is that as soon as they see you, that's when your interview starts. The second that the employer sets eyes on you, that's when your interview starts. So you want to make sure that you have paid attention to your personal branding.
So the first part of your personal branding is, of course, your dress. Increasingly, many employers are moving towards a casual dress environment. But for an interview, I really suggest that you dress at least 1 or 2 levels higher than the person who is interviewing you. I still recommend wearing a dark suit, a tie, a white shirt, black shoes is typically your best chance of projecting a professional image. And the equivalent, of course, for females. A dark suit, typically with pants or a skirt and comfortable shoes, allow you to make that very best first impression.
And before you go for the interview, go get a haircut, get a clean shave. If you're a lady, go get your hair done, get your nails done, be smelling great, be looking great. That's the right way to start your interview. And then be cognizant of what your body language is.
So your body language really projects your personality. So it's important to show enthusiasm right from the beginning. So if you're walking through the reception area to get to your interview, it's important to walk with pace, put your shoulders back and project enthusiasm. You're happy to be there and you'll show the company what type of employee you would like to be. When you sit down for the interview, make sure that your jacket is tucked in behind you, tucked in tightly, make sure you're not slouching, make sure that you're leaning forward enthusiastically and appropriately, that you're nodding your head at the appropriate intervals and projecting that level of enthusiasm that the company is likely to be looking for.
And another extension of your branding is your handshake. Post-COVID, it may not be appropriate to shake hands. And in some cultures, it's absolutely not appropriate to shake hands. So wait and see. If the employer extends their hand, only then would you extend yours and engage. Make sure that your handshake is firm, crisp, that you lock thumbs all the way, that your palm is pressed against theirs, and then only shake for 2 or 3 times. Crisp, succinct, and then get in and get out. And that's a great way to do a handshake.
So these tips hopefully will allow you to make the very best first impression at the interview and give you the best chance of projecting the best version of yourself. So this has been Pete and Shane.
Wishing all your dreams come true.
مين فينا ما بيحب يحضر البوب كورن ويحضر موفي المساء؟ كرمال هيك اليوم رح نعرفكم عن آخر الإصدارات اللي نزلت بالسينما. مو بس هيك، كمان سنتوش كومان رح ياخدنا بجولة سريعة لنتذكر أهم اللقطات اللي أثرت فينا عمر التاريخ بهالأفلام.
Watch me if you can on Bedazzled with me, Santosh Kumar. Hi. Movies, web series, what's trending on OTT, what's trending on cinemas, what to watch, what not to watch, and what can your kids watch and what they shouldn't watch. All of this on this brand new segment. Let's begin with Prime Day celebrations. What is Prime Day, you may ask? It's the 20th anniversary celebrations of Prime Video, and director Paranjeet decided to release his film on this auspicious day, Sarpatta Parambare. A film about boxing set in the 70s. बॉक्सिंग से याद आया 2 हफ्ते पहले एक और बॉक्सिंग वाली फिल्म आई थी तूफान. I'll come to that in a moment. Let's talk about Sarpatta Parambare, a film featuring Arya and a whole lot of other actors who I'll be talking about in just a minute. Parambare in Tamil means dynasty. The film essentially is about 2 clans or dynasties fighting for the glory. In the 70s, the film also showcases the emergency period, clash of 2 political parties, all this very subtle in the backdrop, but the core of the film lies in the boxing. For any sports drama, it is essential to have the underdog story play, the rise, fall, and the rise again of the hero. The hero in this film, played by Arya, so wonderfully, a physical transformation so beautifully done that you cannot help but draw parallels to films like Raging Bull, Rocky, and so many other films, even Tufan that released 2 weeks ago. Let's digress a bit to Tufan.
Yes!
helmed by Rakesh Omprakash Mehra, the director, and also the writer. While Rakesh Mehra, the director, succeeds in the technical aspect of a film, the writer in him fails miserably. To give credit where it's due, Farhan Akhtar has done a fantastic job with the physical transformation of a boxer and that of a husband and a father and a lover. For any sports drama, such as boxing in particular, the character needs a strong nemesis. We have seen that so many times in the Rocky series particularly, with actors like Carl Weathers, Dolph Lundgren playing the brutal boxer. Similarly, in Sarpatta Parambarai, we have the character Vembuli, played wonderfully by John Coogan. Sadly, this is where Tufan falters. बहुत साल पहले लिरिसिस्ट संतोष आनंद ने एक गाने लिखे थे, उसके कुछ बोल इस तरह हैं कि तूफान को आना है, आकर चले जाना है। इस तूफान के साथ भी कुछ ऐसा ही हुआ है। Tufan also has Paresh Rawal sharing screen space with Farhan Akhtar for the first time ever as his mentor Nana Prabhu. Their camaraderie, the emotional scenes, the drama is outstanding. Following the curse of a typical Bollywood fare, Tufan also has its song and dance routine, in this being fulfilled by Mrinal Thakur, who plays Tufan's love interest, and also Nana Prabhu's daughter. This is exactly where Sarpatta succeeds. किसी भी फिल्म की कामयाबी के लिए एक जबरदस्त सपोर्टिंग कास्ट का होना बहुत जरूरी है. Sarpatta succeeds here. Anupama Kumar, Dushara Vijayan, John Vijay and Shabbir Kallarakal playing dancing roles. ये एक कैरेक्टर है जो इंडियन सिनेमा में बहुत साल तक याद रहने वाला है as the dancing boxer of the 70s. Tufan has Dr. Mohan Agashe returning to the screen after a long time. Writer Hussein Dalal plays Ajju's sidekick and also Darshan Kumar playing his boxer nemesis. बट इन सब के कैरेक्टर्स बहुत ही कम समय तक स्क्रीन पे दिखाई देते हैं. भाई मैंने दोनों फिल्में देखी हैं, सरपट्टा एंड तूफान. इफ़ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन बॉक्सिंग, अगर ये नहीं देखनी है तो आप रॉकी देखिए, रॉकी 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 देखिए, रेजिंग बुल देखिए, आप जो चाहिए देखिए. फिल्में तो बनती हैं देखने के लिए. बोथ सरपट्टा एंड तूफान आर वेरी फैमिली फ्रेंडली, पूरे परिवार के साथ देखिए. बट देखिए, शेयर योर व्यूज ऑन आवर सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स. आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक.
وهيك بتكون خلصت حلقتنا لليوم، بس موعدنا الأسبوع الجاي مع حلقة جديدة ومواضيع أكتر. إلى اللقاء، وبتمنى لكم أسبوع أكتر من رائع.